Hello and welcome back to this session. So, in this session, we'll focus on overcoming the common challenges that you might face when trying to adopt agile methodologies or agile frameworks. So, transitioning to agile is a transformative journey that requires more than just process changes. Demands a culture shift, a new mindset, and the willingness to adapt. However, organizations often face barriers that can derail their agile transformation efforts. So, in this video, we'll explore these challenges, including the resistance to change, culture misalignment, and handling failures during the implementation. We'll look also to these actionable strategies to navigate and to overcome these challenges successfully. But why agile adoption is challenging? So agile adoption is more than just like introducing Scrum or Kanban framework. It's a transformative shift into how the work is approached and delivered as well. And this shift often conflicts with existing processes, mindset, and leadership style. Also, the resistance to agile is not limited to teams. It can also occur on leadership levels where agile decentralized decision making may be perceived as the loss of control. And by addressing these challenges, it requires recognizing their origins and aligning these strategies accordingly. So, again, we say that agile adoption does not only means going to Scrum or Kanban, it involves deep organizational changes. And these challenges stem from both of the people and processes. When the resistance can occur at the team, the leadership and organization levels can also can become one of these resistant to change. When it comes to the resistance to agile transformation, so resistant to agile transformation is one of the most key challenges that you might face, and the team members may fear agile will add maybe to their workloads more responsibilities, more accountability on the existing, let's say, processes that they used to follow. While managers might worry about, losing their authority and making the decision on how the project is progressing. Additionally, the let's say the lack of knowledge or the lack of training on the benefit or the potential benefits that agile can impact your project with positive impact, often due to the limited understanding that can further hinder the acceptance of following these methodologies or following any of agile work frameworks. So addressing this resistance requires an empathy, education, and clear communication of agile benefits and continuous training to these teams who are having a fear to that is going to disrupt them from their comfort zones. Now let's see how we can overcome the resistance to change of agile. So education is one of these foundational key steps to overcome the resistance. By conducting workshops and training sessions, the organization can, overcome and highlight the tangible benefit of agile frameworks, agile, let's say, guidelines, agile principles, and the leadership here will also be very critical resource also to be part of this training. When the leaders actively support agile practices, it sets a positive example for the team. Remember that, whenever you want, let's say, to come up with a new idea or to enhance your transformation to agile, think of the leadership who can motivate their team to, to adopt and to use these or to utilize these methodologies or frameworks. Finally, achieving early wins through small and successful iterations can sometimes showcase the effectiveness of agile and build confidence across the organization. So again, how we can overcome these? It's by education, leadership, and early wins by demonstrating agile value through, let's say, quick and tangible results. Now let's look at how we can address the organization culture shift. So Agile thrives in an environment of collaboration, transparency, and trust. However, the traditional hierarchies and the solid work cultures can clash with these principles. In some cases, the individuals may resist the transparency due to a fear of maybe you know losing their collaboration or losing their decisions or losing their maybe responsibilities or accountabilities within the project, while others also struggle to adapt the team centric accountability model, which is there in Agile. And by addressing these cultural shifts, it requires to have huge efforts to create an environment where the collaboration is valued and rewarded, where you shift, let's say, the accountability from individual accountability to team accountability, which is as Agile. Now let's see how we can promote a collaborative culture. So building a collaborative culture starts with fostering a psychological safety where the team members feel comfortable about sharing their ideas without fear or judgment. Also, leaders play a pivotal role in modeling agile values by placing servant leadership and empowering their teams. Additionally, recognizing and rewarding behaviors that align with the collaboration and teamwork reinforces the desired culture shift. Now let's look how we can handle agile implementation failures. So agile implementation failures often result from attempting to adopt practices without understanding the underlying principle behind these practices. And remember when we looked into the agile principles, we looked into the agile key, let's say, um, idea of thought, how it deals with the leaders, how it deals with the team, how they think about value delivery, about its core components. So teams may go through, the motions of agile ceremonies, but miss the intent behind them or the purpose behind these ceremonies. For example, the sprint retrospectives, when you need to identify what you need to do less, what you need to do more on the next sprint, in order to increase the efficiency of your sprints and to avoid falling into the same issues that you're doing. And that will cause you, for example, to enhance the operational efficiency of your team and to deliver more value with less time. So you need to train your team about these ceremonies, about the intent behind of each of these ceremonies, to make them think about the goal of these ceremonies, not just to follow a process. And without having enough training and support, agile adoption becomes like superficial. Additionally, the unrealistic expectations, such as expecting immediate results, which can lead to frustration and early, abandonment of agile practices and framework. Again, when we talked about recovering from the implementation of these failures, so recovering from agile implementation failures involves analyzing what went wrong through the retrospectives, as I mentioned in the previous slide, and also by identifying the root causes of these issues. So organizations can refine their strategies and tailor them to their unique context, providing an ongoing coaching and support to ensure that the teams and leaders remain aligned with agile principles, practices, and creating a solid foundation for future success. Let's now look at one of these examples of agile transformation in one of the IT companies. So, consider a global IT firm that struggled during its agile transformation, where the teams were unclear about their roles and collaboration between the departments was very minimal. By introducing agile training programs and having a senior leaders champion, to lead these initiatives, so the company has gradually overcame these barriers, and within 6 months, the teams began delivering a high value or high quality software increment, showcasing the value of agile and fostering a broader acceptance. And to summarize our interesting session today, we talked about agile adoption challenges, and how we can, avoid them. We talked about how resistant to change and culture misalignment and implementation failures can be addressed through a comprehensive education, leadership, alignment and motivation, and fostering an agile mindset. And by embracing a collaboration, transparency, and continuous improvement, the organizations can unlock the full potential of agile and achieve a sustainable success.